It has been a hot minute, but I am back and let's get ready to chat. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning viewer, thanks so much for clicking on another video. I know I've been MIA for a little bit, but I appreciate you coming back anyway. And if this face is new to you, hi, hello, my name is Ryler, that stands for Rachel Eiler, and I'm on a journey to figure out my life personally, professionally, and financially. Whether you are new or returning, make sure, as always, that you are hitting that subscribe button, as well as liking the video and turning on the bell notifications. I don't want to chat too much at the beginning because I want to jump right into this cash stuffing video, but I do want to preference it this way. I messed up. I don't know how, I don't know what I did wrong. I've looked at old videos. I've tried to go back and see what I've done wrong. I know in my last budgeting video, which was, I think it was like last paycheck or the last paycheck of September or whatnot. I wrote the numbers down wrong, but I did go back and fix that already. I did some math wrong, but when I looked at like my binders and then I looked at my bank statements, it did seem right. So I don't know what I did wrong, but I kind of had to put myself a little bit more in debt than I would. And I kind of talk about that in the video with one particular thing, but it's not a big deal. We're not going to be talking myself down about it. We're not going to be, ripping myself a new one. We're just moving on. That being said though, I am doing this cash stuffing a little bit differently. I am prioritizing bills more so and trying to get ahead of certain bills than just stuffing my sinking funds or stuffing more of my variable expenses. And the reason why is because yes, I do have that 1 month ahead folder, binder, envelope, but I want to see if I can maybe start getting ahead a little bit more on more of the bigger bills, because I do have a big goal for that 1 month ahead, and it's gonna take me a few more months definitely to get there. So I want to still make sure that I am able to afford the lifestyle that I live, as well as meet all of my bills and not be late. And to do that, I want to make sure that I'm splitting my paycheck in a smarter way. I always say work smart, not hard. So I'm just giving it a go this round. You'll kind of see what I do, obviously, when I actually am cash stuffing, but if it works this time, I am going to do it again next time. And then I probably am going to go back to prioritizing just like my normal funds and stuff like that, because I do have a lot of envelope. I do have a lot of goals, but I'm just seeing if it works, testing the waters a bit, if you will. That being said though, let's just jump right into it. And I will be explaining a little bit about what's going on in my life, why I was MIA, and kind of what the future of this channel will hold. So if you want to stick around for that, watch to the end of the video. If you just want to be watching the cash stuffing, then no hard feelings. Just make sure you are subscribed and I'll see you in the next video. But let's get to stuffing some money. So like I said, I'm going to be budgeting and cash stuffing a little bit differently this week. I already budgeted. I was going to take you through that process, but honestly, I wanted to just see first if this was something that worked for me. And if it does, next pay period, I will walk through my budget like I have in previous videos. If you do want to see how I budgeted in the past, I do have a video already on my channel. So make sure that once you're done watching this cash stuffing video, you go check that out. So let's just jump right into the cash stuffing today. Like I said, we're not doing as many envelopes, and that's okay. That's quite fine. I'm really hoping that this works. I'm hoping it will let me get ahead of my bills a little bit faster while I'm working on that 1 month ahead. So because of that, we are going to be stuffing $650. That's what was left over in my paycheck. I did just get a small raise from work. It's like, anyone ever get a raise from work and kind of realize like, oh my gosh, I got a raise. This is so exciting. And then you realize it only equals like $100 extra. Yeah, that was me this week, but that's okay. Hey, it's $650 from $550. So, which is typically the average that I used to stuff. So I'll take the extra $100 any day. So let's count this real quick and make sure we have what we need. We have 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 10, 15, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Perfect. I hope everyone is doing well. Again, I am so sorry I have been MIA. I will be talking a little bit about what has been going on at the end of this video. So if you do want to kind of know a little bit more, maybe you're into knowing the personal details of the person who is literally, no, whoa, this is such a janky 20. Wow, that kind of sucks. All right, well, we're going to put you in the back. What I was saying, yeah, if you want to kind of know more about what's happening in personal life, like if that's something you're into, maybe you can relate to a little bit more, make sure you stick around to the end of the video, because this cash stuffing probably will be a short one. So I figured I'd just talk a little bit about what's been going on in my life. I promise I am okay. My life is just, busy. But long story short, and like I said, I'll get into a little bit more details. I did just come back from New York. It was such a fun trip. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I had a wedding. One of my best friends from college got married. It was a beautiful wedding. It was so much fun. My date was also someone that I went to college with, and it was just so great catching up with him as well. So just such a fun time. I did vlog that day, so look out for that video in the near future. So I do want to start with my blue binder, which is my variable expenses, because I still obviously wanted to budget the necessities. Obviously, groceries, gas, things like that are still extremely important to me to stay on budget, because I think honestly my variable expenses are things that I fall off of budget more so than I do like sinking funds or saving, stuff like that. So the other thing too, like, I mean, you guys know I've planned for going home from New York. I just didn't plan as well. One of the big things that I really kind of didn't plan properly for, and I thought I did, but it's okay that I didn't, was gas. Gas has gone up so much in Michigan, and it's because of an oil refinery explosion that happened in a different state nearby in Ohio. And so that really just caused things to skyrocket here. So it was funny because when I filled up before I left for New York, and I literally spent I think I spent $4.50 on gas per gallon. And then I crossed the New York border because I crossed through Canada, and gas was like $3.25. And so it was just insane to me that it's that much of a difference. But out on Long Island where the wedding was actually the cheapest. So in my hometown, it was more like $3.50. So it was still like $1 less. So I kind of definitely went overboard with it. And I'm kind of just like, I had money and I did spend that money, and I basically put everything on my credit card and I will just pay it off. Like, it's a mistake. It's okay. It happens. Do I want to be putting myself more in debt? Of course not. But I'm not going to beat myself up because something didn't go as planned. And if that happens to you, don't beat yourself up about it either. It's okay. We're going to figure it out. Like, maybe I just have to make an extra payment this month or next month, something like that, so you kind of get those charges down so I'm not paying interest on it. So it's okay, not a big deal. Let's start though with groceries. Groceries is getting my typical $70. Because I'm kind of cash stuffing a little later in the week, my next budget probably is going to be different because I actually don't know if I will go grocery shopping next week. I know I definitely have to go grocery shopping this week because I'm very much out of everything in the house. So, second is gas, of course. I am giving myself $70. I do already have a 20 in here. That was left over. I probably could just put this back into my credit card. I probably will. We are going to be putting 70 in as well, and it'll get us through the next week. We'll probably have a little extra, and if we do, I'll just put that again to that credit card payment. So we have 20, 40, 90. So 90. And again, gas is like so crazy. Where is gas near you guys? Like, so crazy. But by the way, if you haven't yet, I know a bunch of butters. I know a bunch of cash. Wow, guys, I just woke up. I'm so sorry. I know a bunch of cash budgeters use Upside, which is an app. It gives you cash back on gas in your area. I do have a referral link down below. I can save anywhere between 10 cents, 5 cents, 15 cents, 40 cents per gallon when I go to the gas station. So if it's definitely worth it, and you can cash out to your bank, you can cash out to gift cards, things like that. So if you are interested and have not downloaded that app yet, I do have a referral link down below. When you use my link, you get an additional like 15 to 40 cents off for your first cash back. So check it out. No harm. It costs you nothing. So that's always good, right? Eating out, I am skipping this week, as well as coffee. I ate out a lot, and I got a lot of coffee when I was in New York. So I think we're going to be okay until next paycheck. Personal is getting $10. I just want to start contributing a little bit to this because I know I'm going to need some things probably in the next few pay periods. Dry shampoo, of course, is number one. I also probably will need like other... Ooh, that is bent in this envelope. That's not good. There we go. I know I'm going to need some other things in a little bit. Home is getting 20. I do have to go get some cleaning supplies, as well as some other stuff that we just need around the house. So I already have 15 in here, so now I have 35, and that should actually get us perfectly. I have to restock on like every cleaning supply known to man. I kind of ran out all at the same time when my ex-boyfriend and I, who now is my roommate, moved in together. He had some cleaning supplies. I had some cleaning supplies. So we just finished all of our cleaning supplies together, which it lasted us quite a while. We've been living together about 6 months, so not bad. Shopping is also getting skipped this week, and weekend fun is also getting skipped. So that is it for this binder here. I still wanted to focus on my sinking funds binder. I thought that, I don't know, like, while yes, like, I need to be staying in budget more so with my variable expenses, sinking funds are so important to me because I have always been the type of person that when I needed something, I would put it off and put it off and put it off and put it off because I didn't have the money for it. So sinking funds is definitely still really important to me, and it's what I prioritized this particular paycheck. And that's okay. I'm hoping this works. I'm hoping it kind of makes things a little easier. As I kind of explained at the beginning, I just felt a little stressed with meeting certain bills. I was going over in budget a little bit, not on a lot of things. If it was a lot of things, I probably would have told you guys. So for my sinking funds, 1 month ahead, I am skipping because I am prioritizing some of these bills already in a different way. So I'm actually going to skip this for now. I will most definitely stuff this next week, but I wanted to see how I did working in a different way. I was like also like gonna just contribute something. You know me, I like just putting a little something to it. But again, I feel like if this works this time, I'll be able to contribute more to this next time. So I'm kind of okay with that. Moving, we are putting that previous $80, my last cast stuffing, I put only 20 in here. So I am going to fill in the rest of this 100. Okay, so I'm just gonna fill in this 100 real quick. And again, this is for moving next year. My contract at my current news station is going to be up next September, and I'm going to be starting to look for a new job in the spring, which I'm honestly so excited for. I've lived in Michigan it was a year in September. I am coming up on a year in a month, which is kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of like insane to me to be in a place for that long. I usually only stay at my job for like two-ish years or so. It's just the way that the news industry works. 50, 70, 80. Okay, so now we have 300. Yeah, it's just the way that the news industry works. You typically only stay at a news station, and then once you hit a higher market or a market that you're happy in, people stay for like 3 years. They stay for the whole career. Like, it just depends on what you want to do in it. So car insurance is getting 40. This, I believe, is going to, I do already have 60 here. I have to actually pay my parents my car insurance today, actually. So I already have 50 in here. I'm going to take that out and put that, not 50, I already have 60 in here. I'm going to put that to the side because I do have to pay them. And this 40 is actually going to go towards next month's payment. Again, I know I am trying to do a 1 month ahead, but I'm trying to see if this will help me be able to cash stuff more envelopes in the future, because I'm basically making those future bills smaller, quote unquote, I guess. So car insurance is getting 50, and again, I'm going to take that 60 and I have to redeposit this in the bank so I can pay my parents. I think that's how I did it. Electric is another bill that I'm trying to get ahead of. So my electric bill, I do split with my roommate. This month it's actually, or for October, it's actually not that bad because we turned off the AC, we opened up the windows. It is fall, y'all. And so because of that, my half of the bill is only $25. So I'm going to be stuffing 15 today. And that's a little bit more than half for my electric bill. And that's not due till the end of the month. So next pay period, I'll contribute again to that. Oil change, I just got an oil change, so this is now empty. We're going to be putting $15 back into it. I know that in the future, I definitely am going to also need to be getting some more maintenance done on it because I have a broken side mirror. It still works. It's just cracked. If I do move back to New York, I know it will not pass inspection. So I'm trying to get ahead of it now. So if I do move back to New York next year, I'm not blindsided by the cost of, hey, you need a new mirror and it's going to cost you a lot of money. Haircut, I do have a haircut at the end of the month again. So we are putting $20 back in there. I do already have a $5 that was left over from my last haircut. So that's $25 now. Furniture, I am skipping. This is a hard one because I really am trying to get a new desk because, as you can probably see by this small, tiny space here, it's very cramped. I'm trying to get a new desk so I can film a little bit differently. So we are skipping that for now, though. Wedding, we are also skipping. I just had my friend's wedding, so I will slowly start contributing back to this again for my brother's wedding that's next year. Christmas is still definitely a priority. I am putting $40 back in to this envelope this week because before you know it, Thanksgiving's going to be here. Black Friday's going to be here. I'm going home for Christmas this year, which I am so excited about. I haven't been home to see my family for Christmas in almost, I want to say it's like 3 or 4 years. It's like ever since I graduated college. So I kind of want to go a little extra on Christmas. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 16, 8, 9, 109. If we can get to 200 by Thanksgiving, that'd be awesome. I want to be like, oh, let's get to 250, but like that's not going to happen. Thanksgiving, I did actually just make this envelope. I host a Friendsgiving every year, and I typically try to like budget differently, so I'm not just spending my grocery money on Thanksgiving. So I am skipping that. I'll probably start contributing that next time. Gifts is also getting skipped. Orange Theory, this is my gym membership, and this is one of my bigger bills per month that I have. If I kind of mentioned this last time that in my 1 month ahead, I had enough already for 1 month of my gym membership. I am going to contribute $75. My membership is $150 per month, which is quite a lot. It's, and if you don't know what Orange Theory is, it's basically like HIT training in classes and whatnot. I love Orange Theory. I have unlimited classes, which is why the membership is so expensive. But personally, to me, this is worth it. This is my favorite gym of all time. So I justify it. But I am going to be putting $75 into this envelope to try and get me a little ahead. It's due at the end of the month. So this month I already paid for. So next month we'll be a little bit ahead. So what did I say? 75. So I need a $5. I need a $5 bill. 50, 70, 75. Pay your debt is my credit card. I am actually going to be skipping this for now. I typically don't. However, I just need to figure out some stuff. I am going to be doing a debt consolidation video of going over how much debt I actually have and what my plan is and what my goals are to pay off all of that debt, which leads to student loans. Guys, I finally did it. I got into my federal loan account. Whew. It's not as bad as I thought. Not as bad as I thought. What's funny is, you know how I told you that I paid off my car over the summer? Well, my car payment was about $300 and my federal student loan payment is now $300. So it's kind of like I'm just continuing to pay my car loan. But honestly, I'm kind of happy. I definitely was able to afford that payment for my car, which means I know I'm definitely going to be able to afford this student loan payment. And again, that's on top of my private loans. So anyway, $75 also going to that this time. And I kind of already looked ahead. I should be, I think it's like 2 or 3 payments ahead by the time I have to start paying my loan back, which will start in January. 50, 70, 75. So let's see how much we have right now. 50, 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300. Yeah. So we have 1 payment now. Awesome. That's so cool. We have 1 payment. Like I said, I think I'll be 2 payments ahead by January, or yeah, I want to say it's 2 payments. Camera. This envelope looks janky because I really messed it up, but camera is another debt that I have. This camera that I'm filming on right now, I did put it on a credit card. So that is also something I pay off monthly. I have like $400 left to pay on it, which is not that bad actually. I might just splurge a little and put that payment down so I can get rid of this envelope. It's an $80. It's actually $70, but I contribute $80 to it. So I'm going to be putting $45 away for it. So that'll go, I just paid for my camera as well, so that'll go towards the next payment. Emergencies, not getting anything this time. Rollover and dollar challenge is also not getting anything because I didn't have anything left over. Okay, so that's it for my sinking funds. We did kind of stuff most of the envelopes. I don't know why I'm grabbing that again. The next thing I do have to stuff is my 10K challenge, which is this box back here. Okay, so we have my 10K challenge. I am doing 2 envelopes today, and I am doing 1 bigger envelope, which I'm actually excited about because I typically don't get to do that. So today I am going to be doing $8. I'm kind of doing, I mean, not that that's a big number, but I consider it more than usual. But the real big number is I am also doing $68 or $67. I think I'm doing 67 today, which if I can find it. Oh, no, I'm definitely doing 68. There is no 67. And then I have 68, which I might be $1 short because I have 67 written down, but 67 is not a number that's on here. I actually found the $68 faster, so we're going to start with 68, 50, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68. 50, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68. And that's in that envelope. All right, and she going back in. I've been kind of putting these at the back. Okay, also in the back. And that's that. I do need to pull $1 from somewhere. I do have $1, actually probably in a different wallet. I just pulled $1 actually from my emergency fund. I'll reimburse it later. All right, so that's $8. And there we go. All right, so that's it for the cash stuffing portion. If you are still watching, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. I love getting to know you guys, and I love when you can get to know me because I think it just makes this a little more personal. I think we are all kind of in the same boat of a financial journey and a personal journey, which is why I do call it Ryler's Journey. But I do just want to chat a little bit about why I haven't posted a video in so long, and it's nothing bad. Like, I am okay. However, I do have some health issues. It's nothing detrimental. It's more so I was diagnosed with mono, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically an infection, I want to say it is, like a viral infection that stays within your body for 5 years. It's also known as the kissing disease. You get it through transferring saliva with other people. We're not going to talk about how I got it. But essentially, I was diagnosed with mono and didn't know it. So I've had mono in my system for about 1 year. So I have 4 years left where it is still just in my system. And what my doctor has told me is that it does affect me. It kind of comes back up every 6 to 8 weeks. Sometimes it comes up every 8 to 10 weeks, 10 to 12 weeks. Like, it just depends, but they're calling it a flare-up. So I do have flare-up of mono. And what that means is when you do have mono, if you've ever had mono, you know that you are extremely fatigued. You can kind of have more inflammation. You can have more headaches and nausea, things like that. So this has definitely been going on for quite a while. Before I went to a doctor, I was just noticing that every few weeks I would have a really horrible cough. I would be exhausted all the time. I thought I was burnt out from work. I thought that there was something mentally wrong. I thought it was COVID a lot, honestly. I did a lot of COVID tests, and I finally went to the doctor and they tested me, and I was diagnosed with mono. On top of that, I also have a few deficiencies that I have been working on to get myself better. So when I'm not focusing on taking the vitamins that I need, as well as then I have a mono flare up, it just kind of hits. And I think that's kind of what happened the last couple of weeks is I had a flare up. I was way too tired. I just came home from work and I would sleep. I would sleep all day long. On my weekends, I would also sleep all day long. I wouldn't get anything done, which obviously put this channel on the back burner. So if you're following my Instagram account, I kind of did already talk about this. If you are not following my social media, please make sure that you are following, because when I don't post a video, typically there is an explanation on my Instagram story. That being said though, this channel does mean a lot to me. I am so happy for every single viewer, every single subscriber. I'm so grateful to you guys because ultimately I want to grow this channel. The reason I started this channel, even before I got into cash stuffing, was to be more creative on here, was to have people relate. I think as someone in their mid-20s who is in an interesting industry to start, where I work in television news, to also have so much debt coming out of college, and on top of that, I'm a single, 20-something-year-old. I move around a lot. I just think that I have searched the internet to find someone who has been in the same position that I have, and I have not found it. So if I can be, someone who represents that niche or that community or whatnot, I would love to. I would love to do more videos talking about not just my financial journey, but my health journey. I am a plus size person, and I don't see a lot of plus size women, or if there are on YouTube, I don't find them. I think the YouTube algorithm can sometimes mess that up, but you know, if I can do a video on my health journey as a plus size person and, you know, all this other stuff, like I want to be a representative in that kind of community. So where does this channel go? Well, we're just gonna keep making videos. And if I sometimes can't post a week, just stick with me. Make sure, again, like you're subscribed and that you have the bell notifications on, because I love getting comments from you guys and I love seeing, you know, and hearing stories. I get so many messages on Instagram about how you can relate to me and that you understand, like, that we're all in the same boat. It's hard. Life is hard and we're getting through it, and we're getting it through it together. But know that I am okay. I am here. I am making, you know, videos. I have a lot of plans for this channel and I want to grow, and you know, I want to even start an Etsy shop, you know, and things like that. So a lot going on, but I feel like I'm rambling a lot at this point. So if you are still watching, thanks so much. I appreciate it. But also, I really appreciate if you consider supporting my channel by subscribing, by liking, by commenting on this video, by sharing it with your friends. And if you are looking to start your own journey, make sure you check out one of my other videos. I am pretty new still at this, so I'm in the same boat as you. I'm just so grateful for everyone who watches. So thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video.